Hello and welcome to... I thought the titles were going to turn up a bit quicker than that. Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition! There we go! As a young-looking, angry Brian Cox axes something to death off screen, because I've been looking very forward to this coming out. I love Stronghold Crusader. I love Stronghold Crusader Extreme. Crusader? Yes. Crusader Extreme. I love Stronghold. And Stronghold 2 has a sort of soft spot. All the others after that can go burn in a ditch. I do actually fancy giving myself a bit of a promotion. So, let's just remove all of that and call ourselves Emperor. Is that how you spell it? Emperor. I'm going to say it is, so let's continue from there. Emperor inverted overt. That will be me. And here we are on a rather nicely arted title screen. The title screen? Main menu. My words today. Anyway. We have all the usual things. We've got Skirmish Historical Campaign, Sandbox, which I don't think was in the original Crusader. I think Sandbox didn't turn up until Stronghold 2. You got multiplayer, map editor, and at the bottom you have roadmap. Today, we're just going to do a simple skirmish. And inside of here, there seems to be a couple of new options. The Sand of Time Trials seems like a new one. I don't recognise that. The co-op one, definitely new. Definitely going to try that out. Classic Trials, yes, that was in there. And then there's the Custom Skirmish, which we are obviously going to go for today. I can feel my voice going into character already. Hurrah! It sounded a little bit like Lord Flashheart. Woof! Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this many maps. Just look at that little red bar on the right of the box. It's like, I'm here, I promise you. If you've got bad eyesight, you ain't gonna be able to click on that. Extreme troops warning! Minimum spec PCs may see frame rate issues. Yeah, I noticed the extreme troop modes and the extreme powers, so that looks like something we can turn on and off at will. Oh, that has made me very excited. Don't you think that Snake looks an awful lot like Goro Majima from Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii? That's just the best crossover ever. Like a Dragon and Stronghold. It's the sort of crossover that nobody asked for or wanted, but now we know it could exist, it should exist. Please, somebody, make it happen. It would be bonkers, it would be mad, and we would all love it. I've gone for distant encounters because the map's massive, it takes 8 players, it sounds sort of familiar. I've got a happy mix of new players, old players, and me in the corner. Alright, let's crack on. And wow, that loaded quickly. Okay, so, we are in. I need to feed people? I think that's the first thing that everybody says you need to do. I can't remember, it's been a while since I played this. And now I'm going to make a wall. And goes down here, and goes down here, like that. And after I've done that, I realise that I've made that way too small. I'll never be able to fit everything in it. But hey-ho, you've got to live with your mistakes. There's got to be a ratio to these farms to windmills to bakeries thing. Just can't remember what it is. I don't know if the game is meant to do this. I don't know if this is an actual tactic or not. But I always build loads of woodcutters and loads of hunters. Because man with axe is better than panicking peasant without an axe. And same for the hunter who's got a bow and a stabby stick, right? My thought is, they are free, they instantly replace, and you can just, you know, send them out there endlessly. If they're not fighting, they are getting shot at or attacked by other units. And as long as they're dying and not units I actually have to pay for, then I'm going to win. That's sort of maths, but also sort of not. What? Ooh. What is this little icon? Is that like auto trade? What, like Manalord's auto trading where you can buy and sell? Ooh, that's a good thing. I don't know what the button does. So how much is good wood? How much would you say is good wood? Because 10 feels right, but everything I'm trying to buy is 20. So let's say that's 20 and auto sell at 100. That's a good little feature. I like that. No more. The stockpile is full, my lords, for me. But then again, I have just auto buy stuff, so it may mean I also drain my money just as quickly. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that. I love the genius behind some AIs. They just go, yeah, we're going to place our stone right next to yours. Please don't kill all of our civilians as they approach. Like that cow just spawns in, they notch, they kill it, he dies. Wait, no, who did they shoot at? Oh, it's the stonecutters. Oh no. Wait, why is your castle so much bigger than mine? This castle looks like that. My castle's... Well, my castle's not even got 4 walls yet. I've just been reliably informed that I am the 6th greatest lord, which... is ever so depressing, because it means only 2 AI are worse at building castles than me. I've been playing for about half an hour now, and this is all I've got. This is it. Don't look great, don't look fancy, but, you know, at least I'm not dead yet. How's this guy doing? I wish I'd never looked. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cram them full of fruit and beer. Because nothing says I'm going to up your taxes like fruit and intoxicant. Well, actually, I can't really call it an intoxicant for this time and era. Because water back in this time was absolutely full of bacteria. So they used to pour alcohol into it to kill all the bacteria so they could drink it. So I'm actually giving them fruit, something healthy, and something that will stop them sharting themselves to death every time they have a drink. And the first attack is arriving. Very slowly arriving. Looks like a bunch of camels with dudes on the back. And dear God, they can take damage. Okay, now they're just teasing me. They just stood in a field firing arrows at me going, yep, we're absolutely fine. Come on. And there goes the last one. Whew. Okay, so, note to self, camels, really fucking strong. Can they please stop sending the goddamn camels and send me something I can actually kill? Oh, this is a new unit. It sort of charges forward, throws a javelin, then charges like some sort of shock troop. I like that. I wonder where I can get them from. Are they from the new tent? Well, at least I call it new tent. I've never seen it before. It might be. It might have been in there for ages. I've just never noticed. I can hear the screaming of, why won't you finish your castle? Make it enclosed. And I'm going to say this. I've just noticed that the AI go for the most vulnerable point, right? Which means if I never finish my castle, they will continually run towards where the hole in the wall is instead of making more. This logic makes sense to me. So if I make the hole as far away from my keep as possible, they will run to that hole, and I'll be able to pick them off as they journey. This plan may have flaws, but right now, it feels like genius. This zigzagging group of camel backing dancers is making its way slowly towards me, unable to figure out how to get through my walls, and then the AI figures it out and they cross across the front of all of my archers, all of my slingers, and all of my ballisters, and maybe even some of my axemen, of which I now have about 1 million. I need to build another wall. I need to build another wall fast. The enemy armies keep on getting to me, and all of my buildings keep on getting destroyed, so if I had this, like, thin veneer of brick here, it'll act like a condom of protection. But in brick, condom of protection, what the fuck? How can they possibly have that much money and that fewer troops? Just observing? Yes, observing that there. My wall construction thing may be genius, but its one huge flaw is once they're past all of my walls, they are inside my walls, and therefore cannot be hit by anything. So they can just sit there, attacking the woodcutter's hut, pretty much unassailed, and then die, and the camel can fall on the building, crushing it, killing everyone inside. I'm no mathematician artillery guy, but I don't think those rocks are getting far enough. They're just sort of getting flung out at random angles and just decorating the countryside in front of his castle. I just sat here going, what's he trying to do? So that's how far forward I can build. I don't think I will build that far forward. I think I'll build just a little bit beyond that grass. But first, I will stop these guys from firing. Because they can, and will, at every opportunity, destroy your own stuff all the time. Build a tower here, and a third one in the middle. Or not, as it would seem. You see what I'm doing here? I'm advancing my artillery line forward. That's what I'm doing. I'm not just strapping a bit of castle onto my castle so I can lob rocks at a guy. I am advancing my artillery point forward. Why does that look like a very surprised frog? On the side of a castle, I've just got a rock frog going, it looks like that. But when this is built, oh, it's going to be towers of death, I tell you. My towers of death have multiplied! I now have 5 of them, all of them lobbing heavy fun in the direction of an unwitting enemy. And when they make contact with said enemy, they make the best sound effects in the entire game, which is the squelching sound a man makes when getting crushed by a boulder. The only other noise that comes anywhere close to it is the sound a man's face makes when a maceman takes them out. Mace man. We are the mace man. They say maceman. Maceman? And now to reveal how I conduct my sieges. I get all the horse archers in the world, put them in one big army, and lob them at the enemy. Army assembled, let us commence with the aforementioned horse archer lobbing. It goes a little like this. I find the enemy castle, I find a good spot in front of the enemy castle, I plonk the army of men there, and let them just march their way into, for most of them, probably certain death, but for all the others, a good time. How much hilarious flamey death and loss of life do I need to have before I pull my men back from that particular spot? All the screaming, all the maiming, all the loss of life, it should concern me, but for some strange reason, it really doesn't. I'm not entirely sure how the flames got in there, to be honest. Something set on fire on the outside, and now they're all in there, and they're all in there in great number, burning everything up. And his men are trying to come into retreat, running into the flames. Then they decide that's a bad idea, and now they're running out, back through the flames they've just survived. And now they are all dead. Wonderful. Wonderful tactics there, mate. Wonderful tactics. This is one of my favourite infantry techniques. I send in loads of slaves. Loads of slaves. They mess things up, get people distracted. Then the slingers arrive and sort of hold the ground. And then the macemen just charge in and politely remove people's scalps from their heads using a technique called blunt force trauma. It is 100% successful 70% of the time. There's a lovely little skirmish going on up there, just here. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy 5 of these and just have them sit on the edge of the battlefield, picking people off, you know, contributing, being helpful, getting my kill score up. My time has come to launch another attack with twice the number of horse archers I used last time. Twice the number. I'm going to plonk them there-ish. And now I'm just going to commence with the lobbing of everyone else. It worked last time. It's going to work flawlessly this time. So I've turned up. I've thrown hundreds of arrows into his wall. And surprisingly, having hundreds of arrows fly over your walls and into your crowds of men has a detrimental effect on your ability to defend it. Who'd have known? Now I'm just throwing loads of axe-wielding people with beer barrels strapped to their chest at this guy until he falls over and never gets back up again. Anytime now. There we go. There's something really chill about just watching your castle operate, isn't there? It's so calming, those noises, that tone, the rhythm to it all. It's just so chill. I mean, even the other castles on the map, where's she gone? Here it is. Have that similar effect? I mean, I can't actually fathom out how this castle works at all, but still, the nice rhythm, towny peacefulness is there. It's a shame I'm now going to burn it all to the ground with my army, which isn't finished yet. I've figured out how groups work. Finally. I've assigned them to my numpad, and now I'm going to efficiently and effectively distribute them around this castle in such a way as to cause maximum damage to literally everything I can put my hands on. Who did I forget? You guys? Okay. You guys. Go here. Brilliant. They call this bit in the Warfare Guide Manual to being a castle attacky person the siege. This is the bit where the assault turns into wiping everybody out inside or making them as weak as possible, so you can then just walk in and make everybody inside that castle dead quicker. Oh, we breached the walls. We're in. They are going to go in there and now commence the massacre, which is where you make everybody not alive anymore even quicker. And it's going well. I just need to keep the pressure on. That's all I need to do. Throw all the bodies into the fray. One of those bodies will fall down, clip the enemy lord, they'll die, they'll go, eh, and then the castle will pop and I'll get a one-liner and it'll tell me I'm the victor. So there goes the lord. There's the one-liner. And the castle will go pop, pop. There we go. I love how the castle just bursts. It's like, no point in me being in here anymore. What happens if I wanted to use it? They should have like an on-off option where you get to keep the castle if you want it. And here's the scores. I destroyed the least buildings. No, lost the least buildings. Destroyed quite a few, actually. I produced a nice amount of men, and I killed the second most. But just look how much gold those guys made. Seriously, how did they do that? And that was Stronghold Crusader Definitive Edition Normal Mode. This is Stronghold Crusader? I can't say it today. This is Stronghold Crusader with the extreme mode turned on and the extreme abilities, which charge up in the corner. I've now got the ability to drop arrows on something. So this poor sap here is just going to have arrows fall on him. Let's do that again, but close up. And they are ready. I do this. Oh, I thought some pikemen had dropped down dead. But you get the idea. You can turn it on or off if you have the ability to drop it like that. But I've turned everything on because I kind of like the ability to just wail on a guy from afar. Yes, I am that sort of coward. Right, I might do another video with the extreme abilities on, but I just thought I'd do a little quick video of how I play the game, and for many of you, it might have been infuriating. For the rest of you, trust me, it's a simple, great little strategy. I can't speak. Why can't I speak? Anyway, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm going to burn so much time playing this game. I really am. Anyway, that's enough of me talking about the game. I'm now going to do my outro. Marvellous things, aren't they? So thanks for watching. Please, please, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, challenges, ideas, things I should play, can play, would play, leave it in the comments, send me a DM, all that sort of good stuff. What else can I say? What else do you put in outros? Oh, yeah, on the screen now or in a bit or has been for a while, there will be videos that I think you will like, should look at, or just click on and give a try. There's playlists in there, all that stuff or things. What else? Oh, yeah, people do self-promos at this bit as well. I have Twitch. I stream every Thursday around 8:30 for a couple of hours on whatever game I take my fancy, or whatever game I play with a mate or two, and we just have a good time, have chats, talk, socialise, be all happy, merry, and all that good stuff. What else? Oh, Patreon. Patreons are really important for me around. I'm doing a massive push on trying to do stuff on Patreon. Basically, I'm trying to get the interest there, because if I can get people actually investing in me, I'll be able to make bigger, better, badder, more awesome videos, and I will be able to dedicate more time to doing videos, because secretly, that's what I want to be doing. I want to be... I do have a second channel as well. It's an acting channel. I'm very dramatic as a person. I don't know if you can tell by the tone of my voice and the fact I've not inhaled yet that I have a very dramatic personality. If you want to check that out, please do. I haven't updated that for a while, but I plan to do a bit more on that as well. So if the Patreon starts to pick up, I'll definitely stick something in there as well. I'm sure there's other stuff. Imagine I've said it. Give me a thumbs up, all that. And yeah, have a good one. This is a great game, and ta-ra. Oh yeah, did I mention? I think this game is less than a gig in size, and it's fantastic. So yeah, check it out if you want. All right.
Not enough workers available to run this building.